Hello children, welcome to the large group of schools day 4 and 6th English, and today our topic is about parts of speech. So once we'll recall the previous session, we have completed the lesson peace and harmony, in which we have learnt how to maintain peace and harmony in our society and in our surroundings. So now we are going to the parts of speech. So first, and before going to the parts of speech, as you learnt earlier in your previous classes, okay, so what is the use of these parts of speech, and what is parts of speech? Nothing but in our English sentence we have different words joined together to frame a sentence. So these different words will have their different identity, and that different identity will be mentioned and called as parts of speech. Clear children? I'll tell you once again. So nothing but parts of speech means nothing but in English we will write the sentence. So the format of the sentence will be in the format of subject, verb and object. So before this, so this is the format, nothing but the sentence will be written, the subject whatever it is there, and the verb whatever which comes here, and the object whatever it comes there. So this is the subject, verb and object. This is the format of the English sentence. When we are writing this sentence, so each word whatever is there will have its own identity, and that we can call as parts of speech. Clear children? So right now when we are writing these parts of speech, as we know earlier, we have 8 parts of speech. So we have 8 parts of speech. So when we are talking about these 8 parts of speech, as according to your lesson given, we have degrees of comparison, which we will learn in our next class. So before that, learning the degrees of comparison, we should know about an adjective. So first, to know about an adjective, we should know all the parts of speech. So first we will write how many parts of speech are there. There are 8 parts of speech, and they are noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. So these are the 8 parts of speech. So when we are coming to these 8 parts of speech, we can discuss that when we are making these noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction and interjection. So these are the 8 parts of speech which we are having. And so first we'll discuss about noun. So here, before discussing about parts of speech, according to your standard, Nana, very important is for us, as you know noun, as you know pronoun, as you know verb, and as you know adjective. So here for us verb is important and adjective is important. How? I will tell you now. So here, before that, first we will discuss about parts of speech. Noun. So noun is a word which will give importance to a name, place, area. Okay, noun is nothing but a naming word. Okay, noun is nothing but a naming word. So what is that naming word which will give the name importance? For example, we can say substance. Any substance, if you take that, whatever that book, okay, whatever that pen, whatever that your name, my name, school name, all considers as a noun. Okay, so nothing but a naming word. Naming word is called a noun. Okay, so and when we are talking about pronoun, so we are talking about, so here in noun we have 6 different: common noun, proper noun, abstractive noun. So these are different. Okay, so only we are talking about parts of speech. In this, noun is there, and noun is nothing but a naming word. And now pronoun is nothing but as you know that here you can see it's a noun. Okay, pronoun. So pro is added, nothing but the noun is there, and in the place of noun whatever we are using, that is called a pronoun. Nothing but we can say instead of noun. Okay, instead of noun whatever the word we are using, that is called a pronoun. So here we can write in the place of a noun whatever the word is used, that is called pronoun. And now coming to the verb, children, and very important verb, because without verb we cannot frame a English sentence. So verb is there are different types of verb. We have transitive, intransitive, but now we will know. So verb is nothing but an action. The work whatever you do is called a verb. Okay, so nothing but the work whatever the what I am telling, what I am doing, I am taking class, taking, and you are listening, I am teaching, I am expressing. Whatever the verb we use, we can say that that is a verb. Nothing but it is a action word, means nothing but whatever the work we do. Okay, and now come to adverb. Adverb is a word that used to support a verb. Okay, when we are supporting to help this, we will use adverb. Okay, writing. Writing, when you take the word writing is a verb, then it is how clearly, neatly. Okay, so that comes under adverb. So nothing but we can say that is support. Support to verb is called a adverb. And adjective. Okay, as I said you that adjective plays major role in our English. Okay, so adjective is also a word which will support a noun or a pronoun. Noun or a pronoun. How it is going to support a noun or a pronoun, children? So see, for example, Taj Mahal. Okay, Taj Mahal is very beautiful. We are talking Taj Mahal is a noun, and how we are supporting, how we are telling, okay, that is beautiful. Okay, handsome. To the men we will tell handsome, to the woman we will say beautiful. So whichever the word is supporting to a noun or a pronoun is called a adjective. So you can say supporting to a noun or a pronoun is called adjective. Sorry. Right. So when we are talking about preposition, so nothing but when you divide this position, what we say this is a position. So when you are talking this position, whatever the substance which shows the position, before that whatever the word we are using, that is called a preposition. In a sentence, whatever we use, okay, to show an object or a substance a position, which will be used, and that is called preposition. Nothing but before the word whatever we use is called a preposition. In, at, on. Okay, the pen is in my hand. Okay, okay, the chalk piece is on the board. Okay, wherever you can see that, we can say in, okay, on, and remaining we can say that that is a preposition. Nothing but shows the position. Shows the position. Okay, shows the position is called a preposition. Conjunction. Conjunction is nothing but it adds. Okay, separate. For example, conjunction is nothing but joining of two words is called a conjunction. Very important, children. This is also conjunction, joining of two words, maybe nouns and pronouns. Okay, so noun or a pronoun joining together is called Ramu and Ramesh are friends. Okay, that is the and is a preposition. Do or die. So R is a preposition. So that is nothing but conjunction is nothing but joining. Okay, joining the words. Next, interjunction, the sudden feeling, whatever we feel all of a suddenly someone will beat you. Okay, then what we'll say? We'll say okay, we'll say oh. So whatever that, we can say that all of a suddenly without any conscience or pre-planned, the sound which is delivered by our mouth is called interjunction. The sudden feeling, nothing but the sudden feeling. Okay, the sudden feeling Sudden, okay, sorry. The sudden feeling is called a interjection, right, children? So this is about parts of speech. So as I am recalling you again, parts of speech, nothing but in a sentence, as we make the parts of speech, we have 8 parts of speech, nothing but noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction and interjection. So noun is a naming word and pronoun is used in the place of a noun, as you learnt in your EELL, which you recall the children. I, we, you. Yes, do you remember? I, we, you, they, whatever they are using, that is called a pronoun. And verb, action word, and adverb supposed to a verb, and adjective supposed to a noun or a pronoun. Preposition shows the position, and conjunction joining the words, okay, and interjunction is the sudden feeling. So why we are discussing these parts of speech, children? Because our next topic is about degrees of comparison. So degrees of comparison is nothing but is a adjective. So in degrees of comparison we have comparative degree, superlative degree, okay, and the adjective itself is a positive degree. So we have the topic, so that's why to make you to recall all this, so we are using. So you may ask me a question, sir, you are telling degrees of comparison, then what is degrees of comparison? So before that I should tell you about adjective. So if I am going to tell about adjective, you can call, if I say that parts of speech only adjective is there, is so parts of speech are 8, in that we can see these 8 are there, and in that adjective we are going to discuss. So this is the children, and noun is nothing but naming, and pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Clear, children? So this is once you get it from your books, and you can get this about the parts of speech, you can clearly, and any queries are there, you can ask me in our next session. Okay na, children? So the next topic is adjective. Here what is meant by adjective? Adjective is nothing but supports to a noun or a pronoun. Noun or a pronoun is called adjective. Okay, so whatever we support to noun, pronoun is called adjective, and that adjective is having 3 different categories that we are calling as degrees of comparison. The degrees of comparison we have 3, that is positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree, that we are going to discuss. So children, once go through this, and this time you, what you will do, you have already written in your previous classes, as I told you, 50 words. In day 2 session I told to write 25 words, and in day 3 section I told you write 25 words. Okay, that 2 sessions we have made, and that 50 words, now it is your turn to estimate which parts of speech is that you have written noun or a pronoun or a verb or adverb and yes, something. Okay, so thank you, children, and so this is about parts of speech, and so thank you very much, and so not least but not, as you know that stay home, stay safe. Thank you, children, have a nice day.